20 minutes. Yesterday, the starting lineup, he's come up to Chris Finch, ejected in Phoenix last season and then this year against OKC. Here we go, and Wemby on his first touch misses on a three, and Rudy Gobert collects the rebounds. By the way, Wemby just one block shy of 500 for his career. Get the feeling he might get it tonight, Jim Peterson, as Dante misses a three.
Yeah.
Averages close to 3 a game.
This is what we watch these games for, is these kind of matchups. Gobert, Wembanyama.
Wemby misses, Rudy held his own, and Rudy collects the rebound.
Big Rue gets the Rue chant
from the crowd, yes. Randall off the Gobert, the lob to Rudy, couldn't come down with it. Wembanyama does. Cross court, here's De'Aaron Fox. In the lane, finds some space, missed the shot. Both teams on the second of a back-to-back, but not all back-to-backs are created equal. Wolves played a day game in Cleveland yesterday. Spurs with a late win, a good fourth quarter in Boston. They got in, about 6 hours after the Timberwolves did. Ant misses a three short, and the lid is on the rim for both sides here. 5 straight missed shots combined. Fox goes to his same shot, this time he hits.
So he's got a lot of history with De'Aaron Fox, both in a Sacramento Kings uniform and now as a San Antonio Spur. Been a clutch player his whole career. He's their leading clutch scorer right now.
He also averages close to a steal and a half per game. He gets one there. Champagnie now to Harrison Barnes, the Iowa native. Gets the first 3 of the night. Spurs on top, 5-0 to start.
Spurs 22nd in three-point percentage, but their volume's pretty good. I mean, they still get them up, 15th highest rate volume-wise, but they've been up and down in their shooting numbers. Even their good shooters like Julian Champagnie have been somewhat streaky.
That one rolls off. Gobert, the offensive rebound. The putback on the jump hook, no. 5-0 San Antonio. And another three, this one courtesy of Wembanyama.
We have the numbers, but just from a shooting percentage by zone, Wemby has cut down his three-point shooting significantly, shooting only about 25% of his shots from three-point range, as Dante has been trying to get Rudy involved. Not at that moment. It was probably not a great idea with Wemby in between them.
Ball out of bounds off a missed Fox three.
I'm not sure how high Dante would have had to have thrown that to get it over the top of Wemby on that lob attempt.
Let's just say pretty high, which would have taken an awful long time for it to come down.
Exactly.
Wolves in the statement edition, shadow grays. Ant turnaround jumper, no. Wemby the rebound. Spurs come in with the 7th best offense in the NBA. Wolves in the 6th spot, 1 spot better. Barnes a corner 3, and he's 2 for 2. And a timeout early for Micah Nori as the Spurs have raced out to an 11.
Minnesota's got a little hole to dig themselves out of right now.
And teams have been willing to go with smaller, different type of defenders on Wemby. Try to give him a different look, maybe be a little more physical with him. Randall has it roll off the rim. The Wolves 0 for 6 to start the game. Castle switched on to Gobert, pulls him out to the perimeter. Now Edwards against Wembanyama. Right of the lane, and a reach-in foul on Ant.
I mean, even that last possession for Minnesota, Julius.
Wemby knocks down the first.
Last year, 47% of his shots. So 25 probably isn't enough for as good a shooter as he is. There's probably some sweet spot in between 47 and 20 settling right now, and he's just so dominant. How about in just under 700 minutes? He already is a plus 200.
That is unbelievable.
The net plus minus, he's a plus 200 in just less than 700 minutes. So
on the floor. They were minus 10 when he was off. Spurs won that game by 5. Edwards, no, and Gobert is fouled. Randall at the elbow, bangs with Champagnie. Falls away on the 10-footer. Off the heel, no. Stephon Castle gets the rebound. Last year's Rookie of the Year. He missed the first meeting along with Wembanyama, and Champagnie gets into the act. It's now 16-zip.
Just talked about their three-point shooting, how they've been streaky. They're 10-0 when they shoot 40% or better.
Yeah. It's surprised they've only done that 10 times, however. That's a low number in the league. Elbow jumper good. Finally, the Wolves are on the board. Anthony Edwards, 16-2.
Well, the three-point shot is such an important part of Minnesota's arsenal that you have to shoot it well against Minnesota in order to get a win. And it's exhibited by the fact when Minnesota shoots 40% or better, they're 9-5 in those games. So they play against some hot shooting teams is because it's just so important to the game plan in order to get a win against the Wolves. As Jaden gets now, floodgates are kind of opening up a little bit here.
2 straight after 8 consecutive misses to start the night. Castle against DiVincenzo. Cornette, a nice addition, 7-footer out of Vanderbilt. Ball knocked out of bounds. Wolves' 6th best offense, and their defense dropped to 9th after giving up their highest defensive rating of the season.
For Minnesota's defense, and then all of a sudden you give up that 141 rating, which dropped you from 5th to 9th.
Well, if you took out the Atlanta game, you took out the Knicks game, and you took out the Cavaliers,
yes,
you really have something left over.
You'd be cooking with fire right there.
McDaniels spin, being aggressive and scoring. Jaden's foul difficulty really hurt Minnesota yesterday, but Fox just quick as a cat back the other way.
Bugatti speed.
6, that's right, the Bugatti speed. Yeah. Reggie Jackson. Shout out Reggie.
That's right. He just was a foot race down the court. He was dribbling.
Not the former Yankee in Oakland A. DiVincenzo connects on a 3. The former Piston and Thunder player.
Here he is again.
Clippers. He compared De'Aaron Fox's speed to a Bugatti, an Italian sports car. And maybe a motorcycle, we determined, I think.
Well, there is.
It's off the Gobert screen. Daniels against Barnes. Pulls up, and that snaps a string of 4 straight makes for Minnesota. Harper spins away from McDaniels. Harper off the bench, averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Castle, quick crossover, the drive, and lost it, a late whistle. Courtney Kirkland.
It's going to be his 2nd.
Free throws coming up for Stephon Castle. Castle can't get the first one to drop. Fans right now on FanDuel pick and Gobert up front. 1 out of 2 for Stephon Castle, who averages 17 a game. Not just 17 points, but 5 boards and 7 assists per night. Number 4 pick in the draft 2 years ago. Edwards, mid-post, pops, got it. And had 32 in the first meeting against the Spurs. 11-3 Timberwolves run to climb to within 8 here. After the Wolves were down 16-0 to start the game. Castle weaves his way through traffic, found a seam, and banks it in for 2.
I feel like Steph Castle is their 2nd best player right now. Wemby is obviously their best player. But then I think there's some questions. Is it De'Aaron Fox? Is it Keldon Johnson? Is it, who is their 2nd best player? And to me, like the way that Steph Castle plays, he's just such a brilliant defender and good offensive players. Jalen Clark does a great thing that he likes to do, which is to attack the closeout, gets himself to the rim.
Clark averages a modest 4 points a game. Earns his money at the other end of the floor on most nights. Barnes working against Edwards. Missed it off the heel. Rebound to Naz Reid.
Good wall up right there for Anthony Edwards to not foul. Defending without fouling so important right with 2 fouls right now.
Naz falls away. Could not hit over Cornette. Here come the Spurs. Minnesota 6 of 16 shooting early, just 38%, but they force a turnover on Stephon Castle. Then Harper gets it right back. He'll attack the rim, and his layup, no, but Castle follows, and it's basket interference, says Tyler Ricks, the 2nd-year umpire.
Dante DiVincenzo dislodged the basketball and got the first steal. Dylan Harper comes in and does to Jalen Clark what Jalen Clark does to so many other offensive players, is take it from him. And Minnesota lives another day here. You see the ball still in the cylinder.
Down 8, 3:39 left to go in the opening quarter. Wolves here on the home floor have won 5 of their last 6 and 11 of 14. They've got the 9th best home record in the league. Edwards out to Reid, who fumbled it momentarily, now drives. Up off glass, too strong. And a loose ball foul against Naz Reid. Naz has shot over 50% in 5 consecutive games coming into tonight.
I think they're going to call that one on Rudy Gobert, actually, for pulling down Luke Cornett that time.
So Rudy his first. Stephon Castle checks out. Julius Randle coming back in.
Julius Randle.
Those are the statement shadow grays. We have not seen these uniforms much this season. It's only the 4th time. Good news is, Jim, they're 3-0 when they were.
There you go. Sort of is going to show zone here.
Going to it early. Johnson inside. Foul on Jalen Clark, reaching over the back of
15-point lead and cut it to 7.
Dante off back iron on that 3-point attempt. After starting the game 0 of 8, the Wolves 9 of 13 to close that quarter. Wembanyama back on the floor, takes Gobert to the rim and gets the lay-in.
It's very video game-ish. I mean, it doesn't even look real when he starts. The soft touch that he has and the way that he can hit shots from different angles, and such a great feathery touch at that. Right? I mean, just from weird angles, he can knock down shots.
Bones Highland offline. A tip followed by Gobert would not drop. And Julian Champagne's got the rebound. 9-point San Antonio lead. Castle gets stripped by Highland out of bounds. That is a ridiculous photo.
No, I saw the video. It was during the Memphis game. I feel like that's when it happened anyway.
I saw the still photo of it. It's just remarkable.
Literally, he like karate kicked basketballs that were stuck in the net.
Yep. During pregame warm-ups last week. Kelly Olynyk's on the floor. Bones Highland is out there. Those are down 9. Dante the drive. The floater rattles around and drops. Dante's got 5 points. A couple of dimes. Bulls trailing by 7. Turnover. Dante to Bones. Naz Reid in traffic, forced it up. Tip follow wouldn't drop. Loose ball squirts free, and Julian Champagne's got it.
Just feel like when you got open shooters on the perimeter, if you're driving the scene, you might want to kick that one out. Get a wide open shot versus a shot contested by Wemby.
In and out for Fox. He had time to set himself. DiVincenzo. Wolves shooting under 40% right now. 2 of 8 from deep. DiVincenzo crosses up Olynyk one way, then the other, then draws the foul on the big man. Kelly.
How good a basketball player is Derek White, by the way?
He's been great.
My goodness, he's just one of the unsung heroes in this league. Talk about glue guys. He might be the personification of what a glue guy is in the NBA.
Unbelievable trade. It worked out so well for Boston. Wembanyama off the back iron, no. Yeah, they had a tribute for Luke Cornett, who spent a number of years in Boston.
Great ovation for him. The entire arena stood up for him. Kelly Olynyk has had a nice career too out of Gonzaga. You know,
yeah.
just been a really good pro player. Played on a lot of teams, and he's been an excellent professional guy.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Free throw line jumper, no. Wemby thought he got fouled.
By the way, Minnesota's 9 of 15 when Wembanyama's been off the floor. They're 1 of 13 with him out there. So wow, there's definitely a correlation here with Wemby and without Wemby.
Highland, step back corner 3, no. Fox the rebound. Because 2 went to the ball there. Odd man rush back the other way. Champagnie for 3.
They just are in a rhythm.
Spurs are only shooting 42%, but they've hit 7 of 14 from deep. Off the Gobert screen, Dante. Long on that 3 ball. That shot swatted away. Comes out to Wemby. We'll find Fox in the corner. Now to Champagnie. 3 ball long, and the Wolves escape damage. DiVincenzo gets it right back. Highland. Yes. Bones had
the number 2 characters, candidates for Defensive Player of the Year. But Rudy, what he's doing on the offensive end is unbelievable.
Nas got it off on Luke Cornett. And some pace going across the lane. 5-point game. Wemby off the floor right now. Here's Castle at the elbow. No. Edwards back on the floor for Minnesota. And 2 of 5 shooting early on. Highland off the Rudy screen, tried to bounce it back to the big man. That thing didn't come off the floor high enough. 6 turnovers on Minnesota.
Love moving when he moves to his right like that.
Cornett, an offensive rebound. Harper not hitting threes at a high rate.
No.
25% on the season. He'll take 3 a game.
I mean, his game log does not look impressive here recently as Dante can't get it to go.
Last 4 games for Harper have been 4 points. Spurs turn it over. Edwards, a little up fake on Champagny. Turnaround fade, yes. Nothing but net.
Yeah, that mid-range jump shot for Ant is just, it's been such an improvement to his game. It's something that he goes to quite often, especially on that baseline. He's got those 2 kill zones off of the high post area and off the low box as well.
Wolves are as close as they've been since it was 2-0. Castle couldn't get it to drop. Cornett got away with hitting the net there as well. Edwards splits 2. Up off the glass. They're going to count it. Thank you, Leah. In and out for Ant. Wolves have outscored the Spurs 35-20 since they were down 16-0. Lindy Waters III enters the game, wearing the popular number 43 number. Can you think of a lot of number 43s off the top of your head?
I can think of one. Actually, I think of 2.
What you got?
Well, first of all, Michael Thompson wore number
5. A 1-point game. Free throw rolls off.
Jersey numbers now.
Castle 1 out of 2 at the line. It's a 2-point game. You know, while the Wolves have struggled to score, just 39% shooting, Wolves defense has forced San Antonio into 35% shooting here in the first half. Edwards, 7th in the league in scoring, trapped in the corner, tried to pass out of it, deflected. 3 points this year. Randall, 3-ball offline. Lindy Waters, the aforementioned number 43,
yeah.
Rebound. Castle got a step, hangs, couldn't hit, got flattened, and Cornett's able to follow the miss. Dante catch with Julius, now Nas involved. Another late clock situation, Randall. Wolves are 3 of 15 from distance. Castle, the drive and kick out. Waters moves it to Barnes. In and out, no. Cornett, another offensive rebound. Castle up fakes. Flyby by DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here. Wolves recover well. Shot clock to 1. Johnson got it at the shot clock buzzer. Oof. Wolves defense 27th in late clock defensive rating. And got free, got fouled by Cornett. First one, no. Wolves fans, customer game this season.
Well, there's not a lot of guys that were number 43, by the way. Thanasis is one of them, which is not great. Javonte Green. And also, how about Pascal Siakam? There's a good 43.
Ooh, that's a good 43. Nicely done. I knew you were working on something. Keldon Johnson knocks down a 3. I mean, I tell you what, give you a task and you are.
Yeah, I'm on it, and you know, I'm good with the computer. That's for sure.
You and the internet work well. Edwards left side. He's run off the 3-point line. He'll drive, hang, and hit. Into double figures for Edwards. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Wemby back on the floor. against Edwards at the elbow. Now the double. Castle left wide open. The three ball off the back iron. No. Barnes the offensive putback. That's too easy.
Yeah, it was good defense by Minnesota initially. Jaden came over to help Ant in a double team situation, but nobody rotated and then nobody rebounded.
Here's Rudy. Steps through on Wemby. Didn't get the layup, but he got the foul.